So we know about Drew Harrison, who used to work for Sucker Punch for 10 years, um, pissed away her dream job, all because she made a stupid comment about Charlie Kirk, and rightfully so. She deserved to get fired because there was no need for what she said. I made a video about what she actually said. Just watch that one. Actually, what I'll do is in the video description, I'll put a link of that video in there in case you want to see. But chances are you already know what she said. But I'm reading this from I'm reading from Tech for Gamers and then Push Square. So here we go. Ghost of Yotei, the successor to Ghost of Tsushima, has received significant backlash, and rightfully so, because the thing is, from the get go, they should have honestly just did the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, because the thing is, the sequel's already set up right there and therefore yeah. But the thing is, they went with Yotei. It's like okay, and then I didn't know anything about the actress, and then it started coming out all of that she's an activist, and she's about like gender politics and that sort of gender identity politics and that sort of thing, which completely goes against everything that they did in Ghost of Tsushima, as far as like being authentic to Japanese history and you know what I mean, being very respectful to Japanese history. So why in the hell would you hire an actress who's all about gender identity politics when none of that stuff existed in the time period of this game? It just doesn't make any sense. It was just a very very strange idea. Anyway, I'm trailing off. Sorry about that. And mainly due to its main character. In addition to the criticism of the lead, the game became the centre of controversy after an employee made a hateful comment online. Obviously, you know what it was. The comments sparked widespread outrage and angered a large number of fans. I wouldn't say it angered. It wasn't just a large number of fans. It was just people in general. It's like, what the fuck is? Why the hell would you say something like this? Especially if you're in a dream job. If you're in a dream job and then you wouldn't do anything to like fuck it up. Um, the game's recent trailer received more than twice as many dislikes as likes. Now this is the thing. Just because, even though that's damaging, what will do the serious damage is if how many people actually buy the game. If people still buy the game and it doesn't really hurt them, and then there's not really that much damage that was done to Sucker Punch, and then you know what I mean. It's going to come down to the finances on how much this game made. Since then, the dislike ratio has continued to rise and is now close to 3 times the number of likes. In response to the controversy, Sucker Punch has issued an apology and confirmed that the developer responsible for the comment has been fired. We know about that. Political controversies, well, political correctness can have a significant negative impact on video games. Oh yeah, we've seen that, and we see a lot. And I don't know why gaming corporations bend over and just take it up the arse by these activists like like these activists like Sweet Baby Inc. I just don't get it. They don't know nothing about gaming, they don't know nothing about developing, and they don't know nothing about business either. They clearly don't. The recent incident surrounding Yote led to many gamers to request refunds for the title. Now that depends on how many. If it depends on how many refunds were requested. If it was just a group full, and then Sony's not going to give a shit about that. In a recent interview with Stephen Tortillo of the Game File, Brian Fleming from Sucker Punch addressed the ongoing controversy. Stephen was unsure whether he would receive a response from Fleming on the issue, but as the situation had become too big to ignore, he felt compelled to ask. To his surprise, Fleming did provide a comment. Drew is no longer an employee here. I think we aligned. As a studio that celebrating or making light of someone's murder is a deal breaker for us, and we condemn that. Kind of in no uncertain terms. That's sort of our studio, and that's kind of where we are. The thing is, he pretty much, honestly, he pretty much said nothing in this comment, and what I take from this is Sony was the one. The Sony was clear. Sony was the one that made the decision. Like, get rid of her, right? And I get the feeling there's more people like her, Drew Harrison, that are at Sucker Punch. I think there's quite a lot of them, honestly. And the thing is, the question is, um, are more than gonna come out and just say stupid shit like Drew Harrison did? That's gonna be the real question. Um, anyway, it just says Sucker Punch has faced a wave of backlash recently, and so it is reassuring to see the developer finally address the situation. We just helped calm some of the fan base. I don't think it did. I don't think it did calm some of the fan base. I seriously don't, because that was just a nothing answer. It didn't. It didn't even feel like a truthful answer, honestly. And this is the thing. This is what Sony get. As much as I applaud Sony for like getting rid of her, making the decision get rid of her, which is what they should have, which is what they had to do, right? Sony sort of caused this problem on themselves. Well, really, they really did, by hiring activists instead of just normal people who don't swing to the left, who don't swing to the right, and just keep their politics out of their work. And the problem is Sony, like I said, kowtowed and bent over, and they didn't stand firm and said no. You're not gonna play politics. We don't want none of that in our games. And the thing is, it's obvious it's come back to bite them really hard, and deservedly so. But the thing is, I honestly think that the next few games is going to suffer from it, because they were in development anyway. It's going to come down to, in 10 years' time, games that come out in 10 years' time, are they going to suffer from that? Are they going to put like gender identity politics and that sort of shit in their games? But I guess we'll see. Um, yeah. Push Square pretty much said the same thing, and yeah. But the thing is, on to as far as Charlie Kirk goes, I'm really glad that the ones who pushed for council culture um, are the ones that are now getting a taste of their own medicine. Because the thing is, when you do something like that, you're going to get karma. And I honestly think this was a long time coming, and it's just so good to see them complaining about the very thing council culture that they created, and now they're gonna know what it actually feels like. Because when they try to go for a job and it says reasons for leaving, what the hell can they say? Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and you can follow me in the links on my YouTube bio. I'm on Rumble, obviously YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and X, and I'm on Patreon and Coffee as well. Anyway, let me know in the comments of what you think about Ghost of God, if you're gonna buy it or not, and also about Drew Harrison, um, and about her comments or what she said about Charlie Kirk, and also about the fact that that for some reason they decided to hire an activist as the lead character in Ghost of Yote, and especially of the fact that they were so respectful to Japanese history and culture in Ghost of Tsushima, and they decided to do this because it just went completely against on every of all the goodwill that they did in Ghost of Tsushima. Let me know what you think about all this, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.